Ladies and gentlemen, put it together for Christine Blackburn.
Hey, Katie Love, there she goes, Katie Love. It's true. I've been podcasting for 12 years, and I have made hundreds of dollars. Now, first off, we need to switch this art around because you guys don't get to see the vagina painting over here. So we need to move this one. Could we do that? And then you guys should see the sandy desert on this side. All right, it was just a recommendation. I know this is part art show. I'm a giver. A lot of people do think that I am younger than I am. I'm 84. I'm not quite that old, but I did recently turn 50. Yeah. And then I turned 51. And this is how it goes, man. And I gotta say, people say to me, they say, boy, Christine, you do look good for your 50s. I can't believe you're in your 50s. And I say, listen, it's nothing. I am very casual. I don't wear a lot of makeup, I had my eyes done, a nose job, and my teeth are capped, but I'm very natural. I just roll out of bed in the morning, straight into a Botox needle right in my head, and it's nothing. It's not any big deal at all. I will say at my age that you can't be using the OkCupid or the Match.com. They don't even let you on there anymore. You have to use this other site. It's called Our Time. Have you heard of that? That's what it's called. I'm not kidding. It should be called Out of Time. Where do you go from here? Plus, you're in your 50s. Now you're getting the colonoscopies. Have you guys done that? Have some of you had to do that? Oh, I am not the oldest fucking one in here. Okay, maybe I am. That's not the point. No, but the good news is you can now do it at home. And there's like a commercial that shows you that little colorectal box. They say, you just get it, do it, and send it back. You just get it, shit in a box, and then send it back. It's the shitting in the boxes that isn't as fun. You would think, well, maybe it is fun. No, maybe it's not. Especially if it comes with like one of those little spatulas. I don't even want to know what that's about. By the way, you guys, the congressional hearings went on today, and I watched a little bit of it, and I'm beginning to think this Donald Trump is not a good person. That's what I'm thinking. There's one of his former staff aides named Kayleigh McEnany or something. And boy, she's just such a goofball. The big, long, crazy blonde hair. And it's the kind of person my dad, Jack Blackburn, would have called a ninny. You ninny? There's no real joke there. I just thought that was funny. Hey, have you seen now on Netflix? Okay, usually you go on Netflix, you either know what you want to watch or you look for the category. But now they have a button that says, surprise me. Are you fucking kidding me? You think I'm gonna let you choose what I'm watching for 2 to 4 hours? Surprise me? Fucking blow me, Netflix. You blow me and that's a surprise. I'll love you forever. I did meet a guy on Our Time. And no, it's good. It's good. We've been dating, and now it's getting, it's. No, he wants to get married, and I just, I've done that twice. I did that twice, yeah. And I'm thinking, I don't know why I would do that again, Like right now, I already get his SiriusXM password. I get his HBO Max password. I get his, I get all this. If I marry him, that's a wash. That's nothing. Just takes it down. Anyway, he is Jewish, though. I am not Jewish. Yeah, that makes me a shithead. Yeah, shithead. That's right. That's what his mom said. But I don't think that's true. I really don't. And Why get married though when like now we still go on dates? You know, like he'll call me up. What are you doing this weekend? Would you like to come with me to somewhere? If you get married, that becomes date night. There's no more just regular dating. And it's the same with sex. You have to start scheduling it. Is that what you want? I don't want to. But that's okay. That's not the biggest issue. It's not an issue. It's just that, like, I'm a single mom. I know. It's getting more and more attractive. I know. And I live over here in Los Feliz, and they live over in Westchester. Do you know what is in Westchester? Nothing except LAX. And then that one In-N-Out burger. Yeah, so if you do want a double on the way out of town, that would work out. But it doesn't matter, because he will come to me, because he knows I'm a MILF. I'm a mom in Los Feliz. Stay with me. Thank you very much. And in a previous life, I was a flight attendant. Now, this was a long time ago, you guys. I'm talking back in the Bush administration. The first Bush administration. And it was very different back there. I worked for an airline called US Air. Some people called it US Scare. I don't know why. I was only in 2 accidents in a week. And, but it was just very different back then. People thought it was glamorous, to be a flight attendant. Yeah, if you want to go to Tampa 14 times a month, sure. But we served so much food. It was so ridiculous. Like, we'd be going from here to San Francisco, a 40-minute flight, 215 passengers, and 3 flight attendants. We make the announcements. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now beginning the meal service. We are serving chicken and beef tonight. If we don't have your first choice, then we apologize this time. So we go through the aisles. Chicken or beef, chicken or beef, chicken or beef, chicken or beef. What do you have? I have a corkscrew from first class, and I'm going to ram it in your head. Chicken or beef, chicken or beef, chicken or beef, chicken or beef. What do you have? We're landing in 4 minutes. There's no time. And now people are fighting on airplanes. I have no concept of this. If I saw people fighting on the airplanes, I think I would just get in the back, ladies and gentlemen, sit the fuck down. What are you doing? You can't do that. Besides, if you want to hit somebody, why don't you punch the gate agent? They gave you the shitty seat. Maybe punch the caterer. They're the ones not bringing food. One of the differences is when I was a flight attendant, we didn't have any credit cards on the plane. There were no debit cards, there were no credit cards, and so we just had cash. That's it. And if you flew for 2, 3, 4 days, you'd have hundreds of dollars, if not even thousands of dollars in your uniform and in the luggage. And anyway, now they've gotten rid of all the cash, right? It's just credit cards and debit cards. I'm not saying the flight attendants stole money. That's not what I'm trying to say. But I do have a small boat in the marina that I named Headsets. How about during like a red eye, you guys? During a red eye, when we would say, ladies and gentlemen, we apologize in advance, but the movie being shown tonight is not working. The video machine is not working. We apologize in advance. It wasn't broken. The video machine wasn't broken. We just didn't want to watch Daddy Daycare again. So we just turned it off. And you're out in the cabin, can I get some coffee? We're not giving you coffee in the middle of the night. We're giving you decaf. Now go to sleep. Everybody hated going through the cabin because it was like, ugh, and everybody's like, and they're all laying all over you like, ooh, gross, ooh, gross. Oh, good times. Good times, good times. The Hollywood Bowl season is now upon us, you guys. The Hollywood Bowl season, which is a lot of fun, but man, oh man, don't worry about who you're going with. Don't worry about who you're going to see. Worry about who you're going with. Because there's no easy way into the Hollywood Bowl, and there ain't no easy way out of the Hollywood Bowl. And you're gonna be with that person for 6 hours. Oh yeah, you are. And unless you throw a bottle of Cabernet at the drummer, you can't get out of the bowl easily. It can take days. I went to the Hollywood Bowl recently with that said boyfriend, and we saw Rod Stewart, a tiny man, a big voice. And our seats, I'll tell you about the seats. You're in my heart, you're in my soul, you're at the top of the Hollywood Bowl. They weren't great seats, folks. They weren't great seats, no problem. I'm all over the board, man. I am all over the board. I don't care, you guys can handle it. Hey, look, I don't mean to brag, but I did pay my entire rent this month. Yeah, it was 3 installments, but still. Now, how about this? Last week, I have 2 cats, okay? And last week, one of the cats has something called an anal abscess. Yeah, it's as lovely as you can imagine. And I have to take the cat to the vet. Now, my kid is with me. They are 15. And now they take the cat in to examine it, and they come out with the paperwork, and this is what they want to do, okay? And at the bottom line, my eyes go, $1,800. Right. And if my kid hadn't been standing there, let me tell you something. That wouldn't be an $1,800 cat. That would be something that we just could do nothing about it. There was nothing they could do. And guess what? We'll get a new kitty. But my kid is standing there, God damn it, and now I have an $1,800 cat, and I walk out to my $1,500 Subaru. Fuck! I cannot ride a 14-year-old cat! Subaru, backwards, by the way, you are a bus. You're welcome. You're welcome. I do have a daughter. Her name is Alabama. And a lot of people wonder, am I from Alabama? No. Then she would be called Pittsburgh. Not as catchy. Was she conceived in Alabama? No, then she would be called Vegas. Actually, the Luxor. I do regret, though, naming her Alabama sometimes, just because that state is so backwards, and well, the whole fucking country's backwards now. But you know what I'm saying. And I think I should have named her something more progressive, you know, like I could have just named her Alyssa Milano, or Bernie Sanders. Oh, hi, little Bernie Sanders. No, I actually named her after that movie True Romance. You guys remember that? Yeah, right? Because Patricia Arquette played Alabama Worley. That's it. Now, in that movie, she was a prostitute. So then when my kid asked me, you know, what's a prostitute? I just told her, you know, you do have to be very honest with kids. You guys don't have kids yet, but when you do, to be very straightforward, very honest. You know, I told her, I said, look, honey, a prostitute is well, it's a girl who always helps her mother. It's a girl who does all their homework. And they usually lose their virginity about the age 38. I just threw that in there, you know, just to boost them along. By the way, my daughter now, she's much taller, my child, because they are now non-binary. They have come out as non-binary. So at first, I thought she was a lesbian, and I was like, yes! Finally! I saw my future daughter-in-law. I heard a lot of Indigo girls. We're not wearing bras. We're in my Subaru. Woo! But no, in fact, that's not what it means, unfortunately. It means you don't want to be a girl, you don't want to be a boy, you don't know what you want, you're not sure, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. But, you know, they bring their friends over after school, and, you know, everybody's non-binary, and she'll say, you know, they're coming over after school, and I'm like, how many people are coming? Like, how much food do I need? And then they come back, and then they're in the bedroom, and it's my kid, and then another kid who is non-binary but is a boy. It's a boy, you know. And I say, hey, Bam, man, you got to keep the door open back there. And they're like, you just don't get it, Mom. Ian is ace. What the fuck is ace? Ace. That means asexual. Later on, I looked it up. It's like a 0.0000004% of ever happening to anybody in the world. But that's okay. I say, listen, it's all good, Bam. Just make sure they keep their penis in their pants. That's it. Lock it down. By the way, they're 15 years old, have no interest in smoking marijuana. Where did I go wrong? We're just so different. It's hard to believe they're my child, honestly. I mean, I was smoking pot at 13, and I still smoke pot. I mean, it just never stopped. And my kid, you know what they collect? They collect Funko Pops. Are you familiar with the Funko Pop? It's a little statue with a big head. They make them for all the famous stars and even the comedians. And the other day, I'm in my kid's room, and I'm cleaning up, and I look under the bed, and there's like a whole stash of Funko Pops. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Bama, get in here! And they're at their dad's, so they don't come. But when they got home, I'm like, Bama, what the hell is this? A Crystalia Funko Pop? He was canceled. What the hell is this? Louis C.K. canceled. Bill Cosby canceled. Bobby Lee canceled. What the hell is going on here? Thank you. Okay, now, this fall, we have a big fucking decision to make because Rick Caruso is running for mayor of Los Angeles. Rick Caruso, yeah, the evil Republican guy who designed the Americana and the Grove. That's right. I mean, I don't know, in a way, I'm like, I don't think I want to hear Frank Sinatra music playing on every corner. Do you? I mean, do you want dancing fountains on Fountain? Is that what you want? I kind of wouldn't mind that, actually. Listen, you guys, if Rick Caruso becomes the mayor, it's going to become a one-factory town. The Cheesecake Factory. His idea of solving the homeless problem is to move them all into a crate and barrel. And guess what? I'm not paying rent anymore. Woo! All right. Get out my list. Rick Caruso. The Hollywood Bowl. Stacked parking. Blow me! So I grew up the youngest of 6 kids in rural Pennsylvania. My mom and my dad had 6 kids. By the time my mom was 30 years old, she had 6 children. Can you imagine? 30 years old, 6 kids. I'm the youngest of 6. I have 4 older sisters and 1 brother. So you know that by the time that, my parents saw me, they wanted another boy. Of course, we know that. Of course, they wanted another boy. In fact, my father, he called me Christopher his entire life. Christopher Robin. Christopher Robin. And my mother had me circumcised. So, all right, thanks very much, you guys. Appreciate it.